Welcome to Arresting Normality.
That's you.
My name is Aaron. Dude.
Anytime now, brother.
This is not the way to start the serious cast.
Right.
Yeah, it's not. Okay, goddamn. Sorry.
And scene. Okay. Welcome to Arresting Normality. My name is Aaron.
Okay. Normality. We're done. We're good. Okay.
Okay. Woo. I am gonna die.
I actually didn't catch that.
Yeah. Well, that was okay because we did.
What was it?
There was just a little hitch in your giddy up. That's all.
That's a good way of describing it. He stumbled over normality a bit, that's all.
A little bit, and it's just so funny because we're trying to be serious.
Yeah.
Okay, you're good. No, you're good. Let's go. Let's do this. I'm good. You good?
I'm good.
We're good.
I'm good.
This is why people have like stage fright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of us.
Yeah.
We're the problem with everybody.
Pretty much.
No, you're fine. You're in a safe place. Go ahead.
It doesn't feel that way.
We love you.
Should I restart or should we just keep going?
I mean, if you wanted to be serious, we should probably restart.
This isn't gonna work.
It is.
There's no point in me doing this.
It is.
Now it's
Okay.
a challenge. Now I'm challenging myself.
Joined as always with Travis
Really, you're keeping it?
from Howie Games
Right.
and Cody from Stealing Life.
Hello.
Life is terrible.
Is that what we're talking about today? Is that why we were serious?
How bad life is?
Since I know nobody knows this because you couldn't know without us telling you, but we're recording the last two episodes back to back.
Don't tell him that.
Yeah,
No, we're telling them.
Okay.
No.
Yeah,
But that's
no.
why I changed
So-
my shirt.
So I mean,
Yeah, we're
but that's
creating
okay.
an illusion. Now,
God damn it.
now I ruined 2 shirts in one day for no reason.
Yeah.
You touching a shirt ruins it,
Yep.
so it's
Well,
fine.
that's what he says. He wasn't gonna touch one. Anyways, go ahead. Come on. I'm here for it.
Because if I say like, hey, what is life? Is
that what you wanted to start
How was
with?
weekend? No, of course not.
Oh, because I see what you're saying. Because usually we'd be like, how was your week? But it's the same week.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can
so
tell
that-
you
that
something
kinda
new
make-
about my week.
We don't need it.
No,
No.
it's
we
a
don't
little
want it.
tidbit. It'll take like 5 seconds.
No, we don't want it, though.
But I'm disappointed in something
But I don't want it.
that I can't find.
Okay, you do that.
No, I just want the Dave's Killer Bagels. Like you've told me about those, and they don't sell them.
Yeah,
up
they're
here.
super good
I don't know why they don't sell them.
because y'all are too northern.
Because Mormons.
They sell the bread. Why not just sell the bagel?
Mormons don't believe bagels exist.
Oh.
I mean, they probably don't believe in bagels.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at them.
Just look at them.
They're obviously not bagel-loving people, just like the Amish.
The Amish don't like bagels?
God damn it.
How could you not know that?
This is not what we're here
Do
for.
they really not like bagels?
Oh, my God.
Or did you just
Welcome
make
to
something
bagel
up?
talk.
You don't know?
No, like
I don't understand how you don't know.
I don't understand
Yeah, I
why you
really-
know that about Amish people.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody knows Amish people don't like bagels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aaron, do you want to steer the ship?
I don't know.
Come on, yeah.
Yeah,
you got
go-
it,
you
man.
got
I'm
this,
here
man.
for you. I'm here for this.
I don't know. It's just like I was gonna bring up. Oh yeah, but well, you go, you know.
You're the only one not being serious.
You are.
I made him mad again.
You're pretty good at that.
Yeah.
Usually it's you that I piss off. But this is new, being in the room with the person you piss off.
It's kind of
seriously though. Seriously.
All right.
Okay, yeah.
So, not to like shamelessly plug my own shit or whatever, but I have my EP is going to be coming out next month, and I'm pretty excited about it.
Nice.
And one of the songs on there I wrote was a song called Cleanse. And the premise of the song is there's a theory out there that we are going to solve the issue of death before we solve the issue of food and leaving this planet and being able to expand further. And it kind of leaves us with a really interesting choice, right? So we have somewhat of the idea of how we could prevent ourselves from aging in the first place. There are little caps on the end of our DNA called telomeres, and if the degradation of that cap is what causes errors in our DNA, which is what causes aging, and we actually know of some things that don't age because their telomeres never degrade.
Lobsters.
This wouldn't. It might have been lobsters.
I'm sorry, I thought he was just throwing out random.
No, that's actually a
Lobsters.
thing. Like, they could die, obviously,
Snorkels.
but if they were left in a perfect environment, they'd never age.
Yeah.
Oh, good for lobsters.
Yeah.
They used to be giant.
So, what happened? So what would happen is if we stopped aging and stopped dying of old age, in just a couple of generations, we'd go from having 7.5 billion people on here to something like 40 billion people. And you already know that a lot of food shortages we already have, and water issues. And could you imagine how quickly that's all going to get out of hand?
Oh, yeah.
And it kind of brings up the question, like, hey, how would we deal with this? What would we do? Because we don't have the technology to quite just replicate food or anything like that you see on like sci-fi shows and whatnot. And I was wondering what your guys' thoughts were on that. Like, how would you go about in the most like serious and possibly it's terrible.
No. I'm fine.
I'm gonna start with Travis. I'm curious to see how you would deal with the situation, and what would you think would be an actual rational course of
I just
action.
think it's funny that we're the ones that are going to solve it.
So, like,
I'm
honestly...
just bringing it up.
No, I
We're
know.
a bunch of relatively
No, I know.
smart guys.
I mean, you guys might
Honestly,
be.
so
Oh,
people... That doesn't mean that people aren't going to die, right? Because...
Well, of course not. We're not going to be immortal,
You can
but
still get shanked.
but death as of aging is going to be a thing of the past, and that would create some very, very obvious issues.
Right. So honestly, I think that the best way to solve this kind of thing, and this is going to sound terrible, but I mean, when you have people that are literally not dying, you kind of would have to. But you'd have to figure out some sort of population control, and I think the best way to do that would be to limit how many children you can have. And I mean, I know that that's a fucking terrible thing to say, because I think people should have the freedom to choose, but when you're literally faced with okay, if we don't do something about this, we're all gonna die, because at that point we would overpopulate. It would just be bad.
Right. And that was kind of my thought process on it too. But the selection process would for me be kind of, I guess, specific. You know, like...
Oh, like you can only breed if you're not stupid?
I mean, kind of. Like, I feel like a dick saying that, but there should be certain qualifications that you have to meet in order to...
I mean, if you have to take a test to, like, drive a car, you should take a test to have a kid.
Right, because, I mean, they're, like, at that point, the value of life would be going up so much, because the next person who comes into existence is going to stay, theoretically, in existence forever. Ugh. And it would take a lot more than just like, oh, I'm just gonna pop out a kid real quick.
But do
you know?
you want that though? I know that's not really what we're talking about at the moment. But
What?
like, do you want to just not die?
Not necessarily. No,
Because I'm ready.
I'm
like, I'm
fine
done
with
already.
aging and death and all that
Like
stuff.
I'm good.
I would like to be able to choose, like, okay, I'm done now. You know, I think that would be neat.
That's called suicide.
God damn it.
Sorry.
No, but like
Sorry.
I'm saying, like, but you don't get that choice eventually. Eventually, it's like, okay, you're done now, and you're like, wait a minute, I wanted to stay around for a little while longer, and like,
Wait a
no,
minute, I didn't meet Jason and Frank.
You have things that you want to accomplish.
I didn't meet the Green
within your
Ranger yet.
lifetime, and
Exactly. Yeah. Travis, I'm sorry I interrupted you.
but that's my thing. As I would like to have the ability to choose that. You know, if I felt like I wanted to stick around for another 100 years and see how things turned out, why not?
yeah. So the issue is like when we begin to infringe on what we consider to be people's rights, you know, to populate, like, how do you justify like being like, hey, you're not allowed to do something that you're, you know, have been allowed to do just willy-nilly for years and years.
Well, I mean,
for
you have
the entirety of human existence.
You have families in certain countries that have like 10 plus kids, right?
Yeah.
So what if you told everybody in the world they could have one kid? You're not depriving them of anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that's your quota, because we can't, you know, and then you're giving everybody an equal opportunity. And granted, I think that some people shouldn't be parents, but, you know, It comes down to well, do you have the right to tell them that, you know? I mean, do you have the right to tell them they can only have one kid? Probably not, but, like, I mean, everybody's going to die, literally, and the human race would cease to exist.
I feel like it's more important for us to have a qualification system than just letting everyone just have kids regardless.
The whole, like...
I'm just trying to come up with a
thing.
solution on how
I'm kind of a dick about it.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm kind of a dick about it, too.
Because, like, if people get so hung up, like, well, this is my right. I can. Well, who says that that's your right? You know, it's your right to fuck up everything, to have 84 kids, even though you're not equipped for that, and just fuck it all up. That's your right? Why is it?
It's not. It shouldn't be.
You know, like, we tell people that they can't just go murder a guy.
Yeah.
So why can't we tell them this? Like, you're still fucking shit up.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the murder
It's
one
just
you're
much,
taking away
much
from
slower.
somebody else.
You're taking away from people if you have fucking 87 kids and now you got to feed them and you're not equipped to handle it. So you're asking help and all this other shit. And plus, those kids aren't growing up in a good environment. You're fucking up their lives.
Right.
You're just bringing them in to give them shitty lives.
And
so
this isn't always the case, but most of the time when people have a lot of
it's a general
kids,
statement,
they can't handle it, and they don't have anything to offer these kids as far as like real knowledge of life skills. Because most of the time they had kids when they were super, super young, and they didn't get to develop life skills. You know, and they're just like, just trying to barely squeak by with more and more kids. And that's all they know how to do at this point. You know,
They just have
survive
kids for
and
more money?
deal with their kids. I mean, not even necessarily that's the case. Yes, that does happen, but
a lot of times that happens.
It's just,
I don't know. If they figure out like how to make us not age, do you think they could figure out how to make us not need to eat?
No.
Like, because that would be cool.
Because, you know, perpetual motion isn't a thing, therefore perpetual energy wouldn't be a thing.
It might be.
No.
What if it was, though?
But
So you think we could solve death before we could solve perpetual energy?
Perpetual energy does not exist.
Yet.
There will never be any kind of machine that is a lossless, perfect machine.
You don't know that.
There's
you
no
don't
way
know
to do
that.
it.
Yet. There's no way to do it yet.
That we know of or can comprehend.
Nobody thought we would be talking through space either, like we are
But
right now.
we could conceive it.
Not in the fucking 10s. You telling me in 1902?
That we even knew
1902.
space was a thing. You know, 1902 is a thing
serious.
now.
No, that's fine.
I'm sorry.
No, this
yeah,
is good.
1902. people didn't think this would exist. They couldn't even imagine it.
So I get what you're saying, because like in 1905 or something like
1905.
that. 1905.
1905.
I think when did the Wright brothers fly? It was like 07 or something like that.
I don't remember.
It was like 2 years after the Wright brothers flew for the first time. Like some guy in some famous scientist, I don't remember who it was said, it's like, oh yeah, because someone asked him about like the Wright brothers planes. Like, well, that's all fine, but I mean, it's not like we could get across the ocean with it, and we wouldn't get across the ocean with it for it was something ridiculous, like 150 years or something like that. Literally 2 years after that, we crossed the ocean.
Yeah.
So I totally
That's
get where
what
you're coming
like,
from.
you never know. Some of the stuff that you just think is completely impossible is like, oh, you can do this now.
Well, and
Yeah.
other
who
inventions
knows?
spawn possibilities for other inventions. Like, because if you would have asked somebody, like, all right, in 1905,
Thank you.
can you possibly imagine of a way for people to communicate with each other across country? Not only that, but they can see each other in real time, and they're recording what they can do to play back later in perfect quality.
Yeah. They'd call you a witch.
Yeah, but then computers came around, and people were like, oh, well, what can we do with this? And, you know, like, it wasn't that they were going for the hugest thing first. It's all these little things that made the huge thing possible, I guess.
Yeah.
So could we
I just
eventually
feel like they might be able to solve some of those problems.
Yeah.
The eating and the, you know, that kind of shit.
Yeah,
But I mean, in the time that we would have, if we
Especially if people are living like hundreds of years.
right?
Like some
They
of the
could
good people.
really work
I
on
think
that shit.
That's my solution to the not aging thing.
I mean, I get that.
Only the good people are allowed to live that long.
Do you realize how quickly the planet would start getting overcrowded, though?
Well, that's why you don't let everybody do it.
But
Okay, your turn to die, Billy. I don't want to die.
And
Too bad.
I'm being serious though.
No,
like,
I know you
only
are.
let the right ones in. Like Jedediah doesn't get to do it because he doesn't believe in bagels, so he doesn't get to live forever.
Is that really a thing? Is that really a thing? Like, I think you guys are fucking with me.
No, Jedediah, who's bagelless, doesn't get to live forever.
Bagelless, has he got a bow too?
The
or?
scientist that's working on shit, that's eating a bagel for breakfast, he gets to live.
whoa,
What? What happened?
I don't know. I don't know if it's really appropriate.
What's appropriate? What I said?
No,
did
no,
I
no,
say,
no,
did
no,
I
no.
offend Jedediah?
No. Hey, make a note of this in your head, Trav, when you go to edit.
Yes.
Oh no.
Well, it's just like, could you imagine the cultural impact as to like religious people if we cured death, essentially?
Oh,
yeah.
Like,
What
that
would
would
their
be-
views be on it?
oh.
Yeah,
They would
because
hate it.
I mean, well, I don't even know. Like, that would be like somewhat of an existential crisis, because if you didn't,
You're playing God, son.
yeah, I mean, people would be upset and confused. It's like, wait, I don't have to be afraid of death, really?
Yeah.
Like, it's not necessarily.
That's not
A
entirely
certainty.
true, though, because like inevitability says that you will eventually die.
Well, now.
Yeah,
I mean, no, but like, I mean, like, even if you could stop the aging process, God damn it.
Well, don't you think there'll be a time where they figure out how to like transfer consciousness and shit?
at some point in time, yeah.
I think that's a possibility.
Oh yeah.
And then you don't really have to ever die. You just live on in a machine or whatever.
Whether that's your preference or not, some
Yeah,
people will
yeah.
do that.
Of course, yeah. But if you chose to, you don't necessarily have to die. I think.
Agreed.
Which I totally want to be a robot.
So
wanna
yeah,
look
but
like
like, I
Kano
mean,
from
if you
Mortal
get in a
Kombat.
car crash, you're still gonna fucking die, and like, you know, like
Those are uncertainties, though.
they're uncertain,
Yeah,
but like, I
that's
mean,
different.
people could still be afraid of something that may not ever happen. You know.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but I think what he's saying is like the difference between an accident happening and right now that we know we're all gonna die. Like one day, no, even if we go completely accident free, we will die because we're gonna get old. But when that's taken away, that's gonna change a lot of thought processes. I
Yeah,
think.
I think so too.
How old would you be
And then it's just-
to still say yes to never aging, Aaron? Like,
What do you mean?
Like, what
I
do you?
didn't get that
Because I'm assuming that if they were like, okay, we figured out how to stop aging, I'm assuming that they would go and stop you wherever you're at. What aging's been done is already done.
I see what he means.
I also see what you mean, but if we actually repaired telomeres,
you could reverse aging.
It would start to reverse.
Really?
How far would it reverse?
It would reverse until you're
Benjamin Button.
No, it wouldn't be Benjamin Button. What it would do is you'd go back, because right about 25 is when you're done growing and everything is completely and fully developed. That's where you'd go back to.
25.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty fucking cool. I'd do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. Can you choose?
No, you can't choose.
Well,
You wouldn't be able. It's not like you like. Oh, I want this much amount of damage in my body.
Oh, that
it would
sucks.
just your body would eventually repair itself back to perfection.
I want to always be like 54.
54.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, okay, so disease
Just
and
get some
stuff
gray
would still be a
happening.
thing, right?
To a degree, but we've
Cancer
solved
would be cancer would be gone.
No.
But I'm
Yeah.
saying at
Yeah,
that
yeah.
point, if they figure out how to basically reverse aging, I think they're going to figure out some other shit too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kind of goes hand in hand.
Yeah, cancer would be gone. A lot of the main diseases would be gone also.
Scurvy.
Scurvy is so ridiculously
Sorry,
preventable.
I'm bad at being serious, Aaron. I told you
But things
this.
like COPD,
okay. It's okay.
like, I mean, maybe it would kind of reverse itself.
OPP.
Well, partly, I think.
But if you're continuously
yeah.
damaging your lungs like that, it wouldn't,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, that's curious. I guess you like liver damage.
Well, do you think they would have some form of tissue repair thing happening? Where
Yeah.
you could repair organs or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, you'd imagine so.
But also, would everybody be able to, like, because we act like everybody's getting this, like Joe Bob in the trailer's getting it. But
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be readily available for
That's true.
everybody, right?
That's true.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I
It'd
mean-
be like the fucking new foldable Samsung phone. Not everybody's getting it. Just the
Right.
fucking top bitches that can afford it.
And it also kind of brings up the question: is like, well, maybe we won't be able to just kind of introduce it into our genome. We might have to be like as babies are being born, like, oh yeah, all we have to do is go in there, use CRISPR, and go in there, change this one thing, and telomeres are going to be there forever. You know, so then the kids will just grow up, become 25, and then stop forever. Should be really, really curious. And
crazy.
I mean, that sucks for us or whatever, but
Yeah, I'm good.
yeah, no, I'm really not that concerned about it actually.
Yeah. I do want to be a robot though.
Yeah,
Like I would so sign up to get transferred into a robot.
To mind
And I'm
transplant.
being serious.
Did you ever?
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever
doesn't
play
care
Soma?
if
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's more like what would happen.
That's what I think.
yeah,
Yeah, that's where I think it's going.
yeah.
And you had a thing you were going to say, and I think it might have been funny.
Did I interrupt it?
I don't remember what I
God
was going to say.
damn it, Travis, you ruined it.
No, you ruined it.
No, it's okay. But I would sign up for it's like, hey, line up here to get put into a robot head. I'd be first in line.
Yeah, but like,
Fun.
unless you were actually put into a robot head, like, you know, you just walk up there and they're like, okay, done. And then there'd be this other dude sitting in a robot going, what the fuck?
Oh, you're talking about like the Soma situation
Oh,
exactly.
yeah. Well, I understand that, but like, then the new me doesn't care about the old me.
Right.
So fuck that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you'd
But
still
he
be the
wouldn't
old
be
you.
I know. But the new me's around.
So you'd be, well, fuck me then.
Yeah, kind of. Because I think it's cool. So
It's pretty cool.
I just think you underestimate how little I care about myself.
You know, fair enough.
Yeah. No, that's I think that's definitely more of a real possibility in my mind than the like just living forever as you as like organic tissue. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
I could see that. It's still,
You'd
I just
still
don't
die
know.
as a robot, though.
Well, yeah, of course. We're just saying the inevitability of it is gone.
Yeah.
Like, that's the weird thing is, like, you really couldn't, like, to create a being that actually did not die would be so hard.
Well, I mean, we're really close, which is why I kind of brought that up and
like-
wrote a song about it.
I mean, like, you couldn't die no matter what. Like, even if we threw you into a black hole.
He's
Oh,
saying
that's what
even
you mean.
accidental and
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Yeah, but the accidents are always there.
Yeah,
Stuff, you know, you can be murdered, whatever, shut down, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
But Just in the sense of, like, you having to die. Because right now we have to.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what he's talking about. Of course, there's going to be room for error all the time. That doesn't go away.
I mean, I don't know. I think about all like the cultural and ecological repercussions of having that many humans on the planet.
Well, also because by the numbers you were using, right, that's taking into account everybody. But that's not going to be available for all.
Yeah,
I mean, that is
Cambodia's not getting it.
That is a good point. The only way that it would work out in that
is
sense
if they sold it.
No, if they didn't sell it, that would be the thing. Is if
it was just like, hey, have this.
If it was released as like a virus, and the virus would infect all of your cells just to fix these things, and it would spread across the globe, and then suddenly everyone starts to not die.
So we just need the nicest terrorist ever.
Right? Yeah.
I like the way he laughed. It was like he was revving up.
The nicest terrorist ever.
Yeah, that is interesting, though. But I think people would definitely be left out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to.
Caribbean.
Like Cambodia.
So Cambodian.
That also sets up a problem. Because then the only people who would have it are the richest people in the world. And those aren't necessarily nice people.
No, those are probably people that would have it.
Mm-hmm. And they aren't necessarily the most
like
morally
world leaders would be really bad, like Putin around forever.
Oh, you know he'd be the first to have it.
Oh, yeah. He'd have it before the scientist who created it gets it.
I bet he already has it.
Right.
That's why he rides around on that horse shirtless.
For a minute when you were talking about that problem, though, Aaron, I thought you were going to say, like, how are we going to stop the Cambodian uprising when they don't get the formula thing? But you took that in a different direction.
Yeah, indeed we did.
Yep.
I mean, that wouldn't be that hard.
It's Cambodia.
It's Cambodia. Like, it's not. What are they going to throw sticks at us?
Shit.
Sorry. No, I'm not.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. No, it is interesting, though. And it's weird. Some people are frightened by that stuff, too.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
definitely.
living forever, like, scares people?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, fuck yeah. Because you're playing with fate, almost. So that's how they see it, you know? Mm-hmm. I think it's mostly religious people that would be freaked out by it.
Which is most people?
The majority, probably,
yeah. I
honestly think I don't think people are overwhelmingly like percentile religious anymore. To be honest,
I think 51% would be.
I think at least 51.
Yeah,
I think somewhere between 50 and 60.
Yeah,
are still.
Because you got to think about not just here too. Other countries, some countries are super fucking religious.
That's true. I think. Let's see here. What's a good example? I think India. India is a good example.
Oh, yeah. Like, everybody there is religious.
Mm-hmm, super religious. And Iraq, Israel.
Yeah, a lot of places. Like, we're different here. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of people that don't believe whatever.
Mm-hmm. And, well, I mean, and on top of that, like, our country was founded on Christianity, essentially.
Stop typing, Travis.
Not typing.
Yes, you are.
You can't lie when we can hear it.
No, I'm literally not typing.
You were typing. I heard it.
Okay. I might have bumped my keyboard, but I was not typing.
Okay.
Do you have something that's just clicking in the background then?
It could be. It could be the turtle.
The turtle's typing now.
The turtle's ramming his head against the wall.
Nice.
That could be it.
I mean, that very well could be.
I apologize if it was the turtle being dumb.
The turtle's. That's why I hate recording with the turtle. He's loud as fuck.
But sorry. Go ahead.
No, yeah, I was okay. What were you saying now, Aaron? Because I was listening. I promise. I just got sidetracked by somebody.
No, we were just talking about how this country was actually founded on Christianity, and now I feel like the country as a whole is just beginning to drift away from religious beliefs on the whole.
Yeah.
Slowly. Very, very slowly.
I would still say even the majority of this country still believes.
Definitely.
And still is religious.
Definitely. What do you think, Trav?
I don't think so. Honestly, I think that religion has kind of faded away and is an unpopular view anymore. And honestly, I think I feel like it's looked down upon to be religious. Like,
really?
Yeah, like
really.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think primarily
that I see like Twitter and stuff like that, people like are almost in animosity. How would you say that?
Well, I think the people that are on Twitter are not the same people going to church.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
well,
but that's where I see the majority of my interactions and social interactions is.
It is curious though. Like most of the social media influencers are like they either stay away from the topic of religion in total, or they are relatively open about not being religious.
Yeah, like
it's kind of curious how that is.
Most people that I see on social media at all are, whether they're an influencer or not, are just not for religion, and that's fine. But then a lot of people are also to the point where they're like, we're gonna, deliberately be like, oh, if you're religious, you're like a few select friends that we might share definitely like posting, I'm atheist and you're dumb if you're not because this is why.
Yep.
Yeah, and I
unfollow those people. It's just annoying.
Yeah, there's any view that you may have, if you're using it as a weapon to look down at other people, you're wrong. That's all there is to it.
Oh yeah,
everyone's allowed to have their view. Everyone's allowed to have their view,
even if it's dumb.
Don't use it. Yeah, you just make sure you're not using it to feel superior to someone else.
Yeah, because
that's all there is to it.
At that point, it's like, then it feels like you lack conviction anyway, in your view, because you're just trying to use it to be superior. It's like, okay, well, do you actually believe it, or are you just doing that to shit on somebody else?
You'll never really know, though.
Yeah, they probably believe it, and they're just dicks.
Yeah,
that could be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of me.
Once you said it.
Yeah. I don't post that shit though.
Right.
No, yeah. I think you guys know who I'm talking about when I say that. But
yeah,
of course,
100% know who you're talking about.
No,
but
obviously,
I just inwardly think you're the dumbest person on the planet, and I just don't tell you about it.
And that's
not you personally.
I was gonna say you tell me about it all the time.
No, I tell you you're fucking dumb, but I just. If somebody has a viewpoint that I think is just stupid, I'm just like, oh, I hate you. But I won't post about it, and I won't try to change them.
Right, because there's no need to change other people.
Do you, man?
Yeah.
If you want to be dumb, be dumb.
Be dumb. You know what? Go out on a limb and be like dumb as fuck. Be as dumb as you can be. Yeah.
Be the best dumb you can be.
Go dumb it up, bro. Brother.
See, now I'm typing.
Man.
It's just, people should be more like me.
If only.
I was trying to get Travis to laugh at that.
That's when we need to not have the whole we're gonna live forever formula. If everybody was like Cody, we need to kill it. We need to figure out how that.
No, what would that world be like?
All Codys?
If they were all like me.
Everyone would be
look
unhappy.
Like me and shit, but if they were all acted like me.
Everyone on the planet would be unhappy.
I'm not unhappy all the time.
But if you were surrounded by you all the time,
we might get along. It might be like peace on earth.
See, the problem is that might be fine for you, but I know that in my situation, if I was surrounded, I hate myself. I am so fucking neurotic, and I know that if I was around another me for too long, I'd be like, dude, just get the fuck away from me.
Like, if everybody was me, then we would already know that we all hate each other, and we would stay the fuck out of each other's way.
Can I take a...
You're getting a phone call and you need a break.
No. Alicia's going to work.
So tell her to have a good day?
No, I'm just going to tell her real quick because she's not going to come back.
I mean, we were talking to each other. You could have just gone and done that.
Well, yeah, but like fucking, I didn't want to be like, oh, how are you, Travis?
Yeah, because that doesn't happen when he's there. No, I think it'd be good.
Yeah.
I think it'd be good because we'd all just be like, no, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Like, why are you talking to me?
Right.
And we just go our separate ways. Nobody would talk to each other. Mm-hmm. Language would cease to exist.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
You'd be so antisocial even with yourself.
Yeah. Language would stop being a thing. Only like the written word would be around.
Yeah.
Because I like to read.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be it.
Would you read books written by yourself, though?
Probably. I mean, I would have to, I guess. I didn't think about that. There'd be no good writers anymore. Because I can't fucking write. Yeah, that would be interesting.
It would. It would.
Yeah.
I just,
Man, I don't want to live in that world.
Yeah.
No good books.
Yeah.
You're a good book.
Right?
Your mom's a good book.
Bruh.
Dude. Dude. Sorry, I took that off on a silly tangent.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I'm bad at this.
Anyway, I think unless anyone else has any other interesting quips about that, we can move on.
Don't be a dick.
Okay. Yeah, don't be a dick. No matter what you believe, no matter who, like you root for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who? No matter who's your team.
Yeah.
If somebody does something that they believe in and it makes them feel better and it's not hurting anybody, then don't shit all over them because you think it's dumb.
That's
Yep.
That's how I feel, and I hope they like keep working at this kind of shit. Like, go for it. Like, I think that's what you should be doing, pushing the boundaries on everything. Because you have to keep pushing shit so that you know where you can get, right?
Exactly.
So like, it scares some people, but like, you don't have to do it. Like you said, you wouldn't have to do it.
Yeah.
So go for it. Be a robot. Live your dreams.
Go be a robot.
Be a robot.
Hashtag be a robot.
Live your dreams. Be a robot. Yeah.
It kind of does bring up the thing. Like, I'm curious what also you guys think. It's like, you've seen like the Church of Satan or whatever. Are those guys trolling?
Yeah.
I feel like they're just trolling. Yeah. They're just being dicks.
If you look at
because they put up a fucking statue.
Yeah.
And like, really, guys?
I feel like it's just they're contrarian, right? So they're cool.
Right.
And they're trying to be different. I don't think they have... I have no respect for those people. Like, people that believe in God, yeah, I don't, right? But if you do, awesome. Good for you, dude. I'm glad you do. You Satan dude that puts up a statue, I don't believe you.
Yeah, I don't believe you at all.
I think you're trying to be cool and different and, I'm this. No, you're not. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, and you did that just to try to piss somebody off.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I think so, yeah.
Like,
I think you're going out of your way to piss off people.
Trying to be like the biggest troll in the world.
Yeah.
And I think
respect.
I think someone went out there with the intent, like, how could we piss off the most amount of people in the biggest way possible?
Yep. Completely. It's the guy that got beat up in front of the fucking movie.
Exactly.
He did it on purpose just to be a dick.
We know that it's in some people's nature.
So we should find the people that made that statue and beat the fuck out
See,
of
but
them.
I hate it when
Absolutely.
people do it under the guise of, but this is my actual belief, and and you're just getting upset because this is what I believe. It's and you know what the stupid part about Satanism is and the Church of Satan?
All of it.
They don't believe in Satan at all.
I mean,
I know they don't believe in Satan.
Not one bit.
They don't believe in Satan.
Mm-mm. Not at all.
Yeah.
So they
didn't know that?
They're specifically saying that they're just lying to everyone?
They just named it that because it was
catchy.
Because it was
It's
thought-provoking, I think is what the guy said.
Yeah.
So
Shocking.
what's the fucking point?
It's
dumb.
basically saying that all religions
that's
are wrong,
obvious.
and we need to follow science and stuff like that and logic. That's
close to it. Yeah.
It's like a distillation of all the angry atheists.
yes.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Basically.
okay.
It's that person that we were referring to, like it's if they made a church.
Yeah.
Basically. I would never go there.
No.
Yeah,
No,
like,
that's...
I don't care if there's free tacos.
Like, and I don't
going.
get being that upset that somebody else does something to make an organization just to go, we are blatantly against you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't get why people give a shit what you do.
That
Yeah.
seems like a
I
waste
don't
of my
care
fucking time.
If you're gay, straight, blue, fucking you want to be a box for a living. I don't care what you do.
Some people are.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Leave me alone. Again, this goes back to the world should be all me.
Yeah.
Leave me alone and do your shit. I don't care.
See,
but these people just, I'm so mad at them because they believe in this. I'm going to show them. It's like, who the fuck are you showing?
Yeah, I don't understand why everyone has to prove themselves right so hard all the time. Like, dude, just do you. Let it go and move on with your fucking life. Who cares? Jeez.
They care too much.
They care way too much. And I think they're just so self-serving. Just like, oh, yeah, no, I know that.
I thought you said
I know that you're stupid.
I was like, are they ice cream?
I'd like them better if they were.
I was going to say, that's pretty cool, actually. I like them. Come back over here, bud.
He's like, I'm coming over to the other side.
He's like, I'm a Satanist now.
I'm going to go down to the gas station, get some M&Ms, and fucking we'll have an M&M McFlurry on the Satan side right there.
M&M McFlurry.
I don't know why, but lately I have been craving that like so much.
Yeah, I know. You talked about it last week.
Did I? M&M McFlurries?
Yes.
Yeah, like
you talked about it.
You know about enlightened ice cream, right? Or Halo Top?
I really don't want my ice cream to know anything. And Halo Top, actually, I did try some of theirs.
To know anything? Are you telling your ice cream secrets?
You're the one that said that it was enlightened.
Because he said enlightened. I got it. That was a good joke. That was a solid joke, Travis. I like that.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
I'm surprised Aaron didn't get that quicker, actually.
Nope.
No, he was just mad at you.
Yeah, no, I was.
That was funny. Oh, boy. Ooh.
But I have tried the Halo Top. I got the chocolate shake stuff, and it tasted like I was eating slightly sweetened milk. Like, it didn't... like, I mean, it's not that good. If you're gonna
Halo Top.
If you're gonna be bad about something, okay, like
just eat ice cream.
Just fucking go get it. Like, don't go
if
get.
If you're gonna eat ice cream, fucking get Ben and Jerry's, bro.
Dude, don't go get an
really
entire.
Like, enlightened, man.
Well, how's it feel to be wrong?
your ice cream's not that
wrong for me. I enjoy it. It doesn't really matter what you think.
No, but like, don't go get a whole quart of ice cream, right? And fucking munch that shit. Go get like
I bet you do.
Go get like a little snack size thing. Like if you're gonna get a McFlurry, for instance, get the snack size McFlurry.
Or get a gallon. Do you, bro?
No, just fucking don't go crazy on it. You know, fucking, and then don't do it. Don't do it for the next 10 days. You know.
Yeah, I'm bad. Like I'm really good lately about not having like any sugar. But after I hit like my weight that I was happy with, like where I wanted to get to first, I just kind of binged for a minute. Like I had a few days where I ate nothing but sugar. Like I was drinking sugar.
Oh, fuck.
It was so good. And then I wanted to die.
Yeah.
And now I'm back to being no sugar.
Yeah.
So it's good.
It's good.
It's good. Yeah.
You know, and I think that really is the best way to do it too. Because if you binge yourself so hard that you just fucking hate it, then next time you're gonna like not want to do it quite as hard.
Yeah, well, I'll probably still go super hard.
Yeah.
Because sugar.
But your super hard will be less hard than before. I
might ramp it up.
You might try to ramp it up, but you're going to be less tolerant of the sugar.
Mainlining sugar. No, yeah. No, you're right. Sorry, I'm being a dick. I'm getting the eyes again.
You've pissed him off so much today.
Yeah, it's because I'm not a serious bowl.
Well, we're not
that's all right. We got
serious anymore now.
No, and that's fine. I just wanted to have
We have 15 more minutes of serious talk. It's okay. I'm here for it.
Doesn't necessarily. I'm enjoying the pseudo seriousness.
Yeah, that's the most you get out of it.
Yeah, pseudo seriousness.
Have you tried
see me at my work meetings.
The sugar-free like ketchup shit? I don't know about you guys. Like, I like ketchup a whole lot. And
no sugar added. I don't think there is sugar free.
There's a sugar-free one.
There is.
Yeah?
Yeah, I tried it.
What'd you guys think about that?
It tastes like you're licking a sweaty person.
So it's just really salty. Yeah, I kind of was there with you on that one too. But I really like ketchup, and I was just like, fuck. Maybe I'll lick a sweaty man and pretend it's ketchup. I don't know.
I just use regular ketchup because there's not enough in it for me to worry about.
If you use the no sugar added one, like the sugar content is like way lower. It's like only 4 grams or something like that, and it tastes just like ketchup.
Oh,
yeah.
Not as funny, man. Are you sure? Because you like Halo Top ice cream.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't. I guess I am.
We're not saying you're wrong. Just me and Travis are fat.
We're not saying
like
you're wrong. We're
things.
saying we're obese.
Yeah, we're just gross, hideous monsters.
Well, hot damn, guys.
Oh no.
Oh,
You probably ran out of juice.
Did you run
That's
out
okay.
of juice?
This one's almost over. And then I'll plug it in for the next one.
We might have to call it 2 because I'm going to have to offload that information and this.
Well, like I said, we're going to do a lunch break, and then we'll come back.
No, I think I have to call it there. 2 is going to be...
You sure?
Yeah, because...
I'm up for it, man.
Yeah, I'm down.
I know.
I'm ready to go. I'm fucking...
What, you
Good to
got
go.
something better to do, Aaron?
Yeah.
I do,
you
actually.
have better friends than us?
I have my wife.
That's not a better
Nobody
friend.
cares about your wife.
We're better
That's okay.
friends. Nobody cares.
I have to go grocery shopping. I have to plan, and then I have to meal prep, and then I have to go to the gym.
You don't. You can do that.
I have to edit like 6 billion videos, meal prep, and go to the gym today. But I'm down to do one more podcast.
You don't meal prep. I know you don't meal prep.
The fuck if I don't? For the weekends? Hell yeah, I do. I make...
What's your meal prep?
His voice got high, so you know he's serious.
So usually what I do is
I'm offended, so I'm talking.
I'm so mad at you!
But
Is that Travis or the turtle?
that was the turtle. But usually what I'll do is like I will do meth. Hold on, I got distracted.
Meth.
But
I don't think Travis knows words sometimes.
I really don't.
I don't know words half the time too, so it's fine.
No, but I will,
my vocabulary is so odd because I can like pull these huge words from nowhere and then can't remember like phone for a second.
Oh,
Well, the thing that you like, you look up,
that.
you know, Google on a phone. Yeah.
The Google machine.
damn it,
You got one of
Googler.
them Google machines?
No, but
Hey, boy, bring me my Googler.
usually what I'll do is I'll on Thursday or Wednesday, whatever day I get a chance, I will cook for the next 4 days because I'm going to be at work the entire time. And like I usually like pesto's pretty good with my whole wheat protein pasta shit. And that's easy to do because it keeps all weekend, and then I'll do grilled chicken with it, and that keeps all weekend, and then I'll make myself breakfast with it. So usually what I do is I'll boil like 2 hard-boiled eggs for each day that I'm going to be at work. So like 3 days I hard-boil 6 hard-boiled eggs. And then I grab some veggies and shit like that and throw them in a bag, and that's it.
Yeah. Broccoli and spinach, bro.
Yeah. Usually what mine are is like snow peas, tomatoes, little baby tomatoes, cucumbers, and then chopped up peppers.
You should definitely incorporate spinach into your diet, though.
I hate
It's
Cody.
micronutriently dense.
You know what else is
it's
dense?
important.
Cody's fucking forehead. It's dense.
Yeah. It's pretty bad. I have a caveman head. We've talked about this before,
Yeah,
but
we
I'm
have.
super mad about it still.
You're so
Why?
angry
'Cause
about
I'm
your
a caveman. I'm angry.
At least you don't have that protruding of like
I mean, I kind of
eyebrow. No, it's not really that bad.
Kinda.
I feel like mine are probably
No, we did this exact thing that's happening right now on a different podcast. Anyway, sorry. I fell asleep for a second. What happened?
it doesn't matter.
and nothing else matters. It's okay. Changing the
Did you
subject.
talk backwards? He's speaking in tongues.
I'm speaking in tongues because I don't
Do you have
know.
something else to talk about? Because I'll switch the subject.
Yeah,
I
you go
think
for
he's
it. You go on.
Okay.
No, I was
So,
gonna say something, but then you said something stupid, and I forgot what I was saying.
Okay, my fault.
Yes.
Go ahead, Aaron.
Okay. So recently, Jess has been really getting into skincare and makeup and whatnot, and it's really, really cool. I enjoy that she enjoys stuff. And what?
I was just doing that to fuck with you.
But what she's having me do is try out all of her skincare stuff because I wanted to try anything to get rid of like the dark circles
That's
under my
not
eyes and shit.
acceptable anymore, Travis.
Oh, right. No. So like I get really
Straight.
bad dark circles under my eyes, and
I hate that I thought that was funny. Go ahead. Dark circles. I'm with you. I was trying to listen, so don't be mad at me.
I'm listening now. Because actually, I want to know how to get rid of the dark circles under my eyes, because I have that really bad, so. No, I'll never know. God damn it, Aaron.
It's not his fault that you're a dick.
Maybe.
It's okay. We got him back. I called you a dick. Now he's happy.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's a balance.
Yeah.
It's a balance. But so she got this. They're like a trial pack of a company called Tatcha, and the shit is incredible. Like you did the exfoliant stuff, it goes onto the faces, and you do the things where you scrub and such. And then once you come off it, you're like, your skin feels like, is this what skin feels like?
Right.
Oh, okay, cool. And then there's something called water cream, and because I hate lotions, I don't like putting creams of any kind on my anything because ew.
You feel oily afterwards?
Yeah, it's disgusting and it feels bad. But literally, you put this stuff and you start wiping it on your face or whatever, and it feels like it turns into water and this evaporates. And it's crazy, but then you feel your skin after, you're like, hey, that feels like really, really soft, and that's kind of nice. But they have this stuff called the Pearl. I think it's called the Pearl, and it's stuff that you put under your eyes, and it doesn't actually. It kind of acts like a concealer, but not really, because it's not really meant to cover it up or anything like that. But what it does is it gets in there and it does sort of cover it up, but then it also actually goes there and puts retinol into your skin. And the color gets to go back to skin colored rather than dark circly. And instead of like just covering it up or whatever, it's actually putting the things back that it needs to not look like that. Because I've always had really dark circles under my eyes, and it feels like it's actually starting to get better.
Oh,
and
cool.
And I didn't think I was gonna like skincare stuff.
Now you're all about
But
it.
I'm all about it. I'm down.
Gonna go to skincare con.
No. Holy crap. Like, I don't know if you guys have like
God damn it.
seen anything makeup wise, but holy shit, there's so much fucking drama in the makeup world.
Oh god.
Holy crap.
I'm already.
Oh,
mad.
like with the with the one little kid.
James Charles.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. That was the biggest
James Charles.
James Charles.
2 first names?
Yes.
Serial killer.
No.
Yeah. No, serial killer. 2 first names.
Just a very gay
serial killer.
No, not
just a very gay serial killer.
Just a very gay makeup guy who honestly, like, if you look anything into it, don't. It's pointless.
I would never.
Yeah, I know. But all that happened was he endorsed some company for their sleep aids or whatever. He's like, oh, these are really helpful. But he has a friend
who also makes sleep aids.
Also make those things, and she was so pissed off that he was like, "Hey, these are good." That she's just like, "I'm so upset because I've helped him in every step of the way, and I was there for him for everything, and I made him who he is." And so then she
fuck yourself.
She released a 42-minute video on how horrible of a person he is.
That's too long.
Yeah, and she went from like 5 million subs to like 10 million subs, and the she got 50 million views on the video when she'd never got anything close to that before. And then he had a very bad apology video, and it was hilarious.
It was a really bad apology video.
Why would he apologize?
Because it was his friend.
Okay,
so Cody, just to put you in the mind spec, this kid is 19.
19.
He's a young kid.
Okay.
And this is an old lady that's a family friend that's like his parents' friend. So he probably feels like, oh shit, I need to make this right because my parents are gonna be pissed.
It's a mother figure.
Yeah.
That guy's wrong.
Well, yeah.
If you're gonna do shit, don't apologize for it. Fuck you, because he doesn't feel sorry. That's the thing. It's not a real apology. He's doing it to save face, and he's a dick. And I hope he falls in a hole.
Yeah.
Save face. What does that mean? I've heard it used before.
It means to not,
Really? That's a saying that's been around since like 1905.
1905.
There's that you again.
because you've heard the term
Callback.
public image, right?
Sure, yeah.
The public. He doesn't. I can't
care.
do this. No, I can't do it. I can't
I
do
was
it.
stretching.
No, I don't think that guy gives a shit, and he's just doing it because now people
probably
think
not.
I'm a bad guy, so I'll apologize. It's like, fuck you. If you're gonna do something, fucking do it. Yeah. I would have made a video being like, fuck you. That bitch is dumb. I supported a product, and fuck her.
He kind of did after the apology video because she came back and was like,
after the apology video.
well, yeah, because she came back after the apology video was like, it's not sincere, fuck you, and he's like, okay, fuck you then.
Now double fuck that guy. Because then he makes a fucking apology video, but then she says something about that video, so now he's like, oh, well, now I'm mad about it. No, you were sorry 10 minutes ago. Fuck that guy. I fuck them both. Okay. I hate them both. I hope they fall in holes and never get out of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Good to know.
Got really mad.
I don't know, and then they accused him of like trying
Drama is the dumbest
to
thing ever.
like convince straight guys that they're gay or something.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry, but that is not a valid statement. I've heard it and whatnot, but that was his thing. His other thing that they tried to publicize the drama as they were getting on him about turning straight guys gay, and that was like his thing.
Like he'd
oh yeah,
be aggressive.
I have a thing
about
for
it,
straight boys.
You can't turn
a
straight man gay.
You can't.
You can't turn a gay man straight.
Yeah, it goes both
If
ways.
a straight guy blows a dude, that's a gay dude.
Yeah.
Or a bi dude. Like, it's not, you don't get turned. It's not,
you either have
vampires.
interest in dick or you don't.
Yeah, they're not vampires.
Yeah.
You know, like,
it's not, and they tried to like, that's how they publicize the whole thing.
It was like, he's a
just
bad
dumb.
person for like doing this and whatnot, and I'm just like, yeah.
For turning straight guys?
Yeah, which obviously isn't true.
Yeah, and he's not doing it anyways. But
Well,
again, though, even if he was, who gives a fuck?
Their whole point is that people would come forward and say how aggressive he is and about it and stuff like that, and like he's a predator. Like they were trying to make him look like that.
A predator? Like, did he rape dudes?
Because
then that's fucked up.
They were almost like, it was almost hinting at that. Like it never said, "Oh yeah, he straight up raped anybody," but it was like he's just really aggressive about it and really forward, and you know.
I mean, again, though, because like you could be as aggressive as you want with me, and
I'm not putting your wiener in my
not going to
mouth.
be gay.
Yeah.
So like,
I don't.
It's not going to work.
Yeah.
You know.
If you got a little bit of the gay in you, then you know it's possible.
Then it'll work.
But if you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
There's
a little
no
bit of
like
the gay.
A little bit of the.
there's
That
There's
took me
nothing
a
wrong
minute
with
to
that.
realize what he said.
I would love to call this episode that, but there's no way we could do that.
A little bit of the gay. Nah,
Yeah,
that would
there's
get
no way we could do
instantly
that, though.
flagged and like.
Yeah. I mean, in podcast land, it would be fine, but people would be automatically mad.
I wonder if that, like, maybe we should. Like, maybe that's how people get famous. You just become so offensive that everybody pays attention to you, and then you're like, hey, see, we're not bad people.
But then that's not true to us, though.
yeah.
Because then you're being a douchebag that's trying to be offensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if we were offensive assholes, I'm fine with it. But we're not. We don't go out of our way to offend people.
No, I mean we definitely say offensive things from time to time, but it's not like our personalities to be offensive.
Well, and that's the thing is, I think that we know full well
like
that they're
too.
offensive.
I hate everybody.
And, like, when we
Like,
say them, they're entirely
Amy fucking
joking.
Schumer.
I don't like
Wait,
Amy
what happened?
Schumer.
Are we talking about Amy Schumer now?
I feel like she goes out of her way just to be offensive.
Oh, I hate her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's kind
Shocker,
of like
guys.
the
I
new
hate
age.
somebody.
She's the new age Rosie O'Donnell. That's how I feel about her.
Gross.
Gross.
It is gross.
I fucking hate it.
I'm going to stop this conversation because I know that we've already talked about Amy Schumer before.
Well, I was going to talk about a different.
No, we have
Oh,
not.
fair enough. Go ahead. Yes, we have.
We have because I hate her, so I probably brought her up.
Absolutely have talked about Amy Schumer before.
I know I have because I think one of her movies were coming out or something, or I saw one. Or
It was a special.
I hated her.
Yeah.
But there's a comedian named Anthony Jeselnik. I don't know if you guys.
That's a
have heard of
terrible
him.
name.
It's a bad name.
Tell him that he has a bad name.
If I meet him, I will. But he's one of those guys that just does offensive jokes,
Yeah.
Like, only?
and then
Shock humor.
It's all offensive jokes, and he's a good comedian because he's a good joke writer and they're good jokes.
Set up well.
It's just he goes out of his way to be offensive, and it just bugs me. And then like halfway through his set, he's be like, "All right, brace yourselves because now I'm gonna get offensive." And it's like, oh, you're so funny because you've been offensive for half an hour and now you're gonna get offensive.
Right.
It's like, ugh, go fuck yourself.
We've seen that set up way too many times.
Hate it. I just hate it. Just be. I mean, I get if that's him. I guess he likes to offend people, but.
Who would you say
he was
is like
doing
the first
that
one
to play
do
into
that?
the audience like that, like he says something offensive and everyone goes, ooh, it's like, oh, you better shut up because we're going way further than that tonight.
That's different.
Yeah.
That's different, but it's just part of his act.
Yeah.
But what did you ask, Travis?
Who do you think was the first one to like really come out with like the offensive?
Oh God, there's
comedy
just been too
bit.
many people that did offensive shit.
Yeah.
A lot of the comics back in the day.
The most famous older one is George Carlin that I can think of.
Yeah, but see, I feel like he did it in a different way.
Like he did.
It wasn't overtly like, I'm being offensive to be offensive. I felt like he believed a lot of the shit he said.
Yeah.
And it came from a different voice. Where this guy's like, oh, they don't like it when I talk about this, so that's what I'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where like George Carlin, God, I love George Carlin. I've been watching a lot of his stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Like his talks to like aspiring comedians and stuff. And God, he was just the best.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I hate to shit on comedians because I love comedy so much, and I hate to be like, no, your comedy is wrong because comedy's subjective.
I can do the same thing. Like I'm talking about like musicians and stuff.
Yeah.
And I can tell you the exact same thing. It's like, I'm sorry, that's dumb. Sorry.
Yeah.
Even people who are like super famous. No, you're wrong.
Yeah, I feel bad because I feel like music, it's fucking dumb. But comedy is so subjective. Like what I find funny, you won't find, well, not me and you, but you know what I mean? What I find funny, another person might not find funny.
Right.
But it's just like, I feel like that guy's dumb. I don't like it at all. And Amy Schumer don't like it at all.
What about like Howard Stern? When you guys ever think about
I don't
him?
like him either. That's more shock. I guess I'm just not a shock humor guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
there's people that love that.
kind of what I was getting at is that just the shock humor is kind of
Yeah. I like silly.
Yeah.
I like it if they're silly. Like Brian Regan, Chris D'Elia, like those are the guys I like. The silly boys.
Mm-hmm.
But enough about comedy because we got to wrap this up.
Oh, yeah, we do.
That's
there
you,
it is.
Aaron.
Stare at the camera.
That's your job.
Now you're wrapping it up.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did like this, please like this video and subscribe to this channel if you want to make sure you see it. And you know what? It makes a difference, apparently. More of a difference than I thought for you guys to actually hit the bell. Because apparently just subbing to a channel doesn't
Give you notifications.
give you all the notifications
Not
anymore.
at all. Nope.
And it doesn't even push your video anymore.
Oh, wow.
Like subbing and subs don't matter at all as much. Now it's just like, oh yeah, that notification bell overrides everything else. So if you can, smash
the bell.
But yeah, please do that.
Beat the shit out of that bell.
And if you don't mind, you can go over to Breaking the Cycle, and the link is in the
Beat
description.
the fuck out of that bell.
Beat the shit out of that bell, because we would super appreciate it.
Fuck bells.
Yeah, fuck them.
Nobody likes bells.
Fuck a bell.
That's almost like saying
Check out all the information in the show notes if you're listening out there in podcast land, and you guys have an awesome week. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Fuck a bell.
Bye. Hashtag fuckable.